Every morning begins the same way for millions. Before a single thought forms, before a single word is spoken, there's a phone in hand. Eyes still hazy with sleep, we dive into an ocean of endless scrolls. Notifications appear before sunlight. For a generation raised on connection, this new ritual is quiet, consistent, and deeply consuming. What started as a harmless habit is now a silent addiction. And the drug of choice? Social media. Once upon a time, these platforms were digital campfires, spaces where friends gathered, where memories were shared, where moments were preserved. But today they are mirrors warped by filters, feeding us not just content but comparison, not just stories, but standards no one can meet. Platforms designed to bring us closer now fracture our peace, attention, and identity. Take Mia, a 22-year-old college student, bright, funny, full of life. She joined Instagram to stay in the loop, post pictures with friends, follow a few creators. But the algorithm didn't serve her friends. It served her fantasy. Bikini shots, luxury getaways, what I eat in a day videos. And slowly she began to believe that was reality, that her life wasn't enough, that she wasn't enough. She filtered every photo, skipped meals, deleted posts that didn't get enough likes. Her smile became curated. Her happiness depended on a number. And by the time she had nearly 90,000 followers, she was unrecognizable to herself. Diagnosed with body dysmorphia, anxiety, and an eating disorder, all from an app she downloaded to feel closer to people. And this story, it's not unique. It's just not always told. A study by the Royal Society for Public Health in the UK revealed platforms like Instagram and TikTok were ranked among the most damaging to young people's mental health. In one survey, 91% of teens said they felt unhappy with their bodies after scrolling for just 30 minutes. That's not influence. That's psychological warfare. But it's not just self-esteem that's suffering. The impact goes deeper, into our very biology. Research from Harvard shows social media activates the same neural pathways as addictive drugs. Every like, every comment triggers a release of dopamine, creating a rush, and then a craving. The brain begins to chase that high, scrolling endlessly for the next hit. A loop forms, and like all addictions, it comes at a cost. Focus, time, and mental peace. In the year 2000, the average human attention span was 12 seconds. Today, it's 8. That's shorter than a goldfish. Let that sink in. We've developed infinite scroll, 15-second reels, and autoplay, all designed not for enjoyment, but for retention. These aren't glitches. They are features built to exploit your psychology. They don't want your time, they want your mind. And while we're distracted, something else is slipping away. Human connection. You'd think in a world with more ways to connect than ever before, we'd feel closer. But loneliness is surging. The U.S. Surgeon General labeled it a public health epidemic in 2023, pointing a finger at the rise of social media. People spend hours interacting online, yet feel unseen, unheard, unloved in the real world. We comment happy birthday, but forget to call. We double tap I miss you posts, but never visit. We have hundreds of followers, but barely one real friend. It's a paradox, hyper-connected, yet emotionally starved. And if that weren't enough, there's the rise of misinformation. A study from MIT showed that false news spreads 6 times faster on Twitter than the truth. Deep fakes, conspiracy theories, AI-generated lies. They don't just confuse us, they reshape how we see the world. Truth becomes optional, reality becomes relative, and our ability to trust, even ourselves, starts to erode. So where does that leave us? Here, in the middle of a digital battlefield where our time, identity, and focus are the prizes. But here's the twist. The platforms aren't the enemy. The enemy is unconscious use, mindless scrolling, passive consumption. The real danger is not that we use social media, it's that we let it use us. Because these platforms also have power, the power to educate, to mobilize, to heal. We've seen movements rise from hashtags. We've seen strangers unite for justice, for kindness, for hope. But that potential only becomes real when we're awake at the wheel. Look around. The most powerful companies on earth aren't oil empires or car manufacturers. They're social media giants. And their currency? Your attention, your time, your habits. But you can reclaim them. It starts with a question. Are you controlling your screen, or is it controlling you? You don't have to quit social media, but you do have to question it. Curate your feed like your diet. What you consume shapes how you feel. Follow people who uplift you, not those who trigger comparison. Set limits, take breaks, touch grass, and when you're with someone, be with them, not your phone. Because at the end of the day, likes fade, comments stop,